going on, everybody? Welcome to my house. I'm Susu. Make sure you wipe those feet now. Wipe those feet. We got to get right into it. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and we might as well do some recording. I got to ask Siri a question. Hey Siri, where did the Dow Jones finish today?
Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 26,258.42 today, up 329.74 or 1.27%.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
So, looking at that, of course, you end up in a situation where it was a good day. And a good day, a lot of good things happened. There was a lot of movers today. So take a look. Apple. Today I traded options in Apple, and the reason why I did it was because options were available at a decent price when it dropped in the initial part of the day. It dropped to 188.50. When I saw it drop to 188.50, my thinking there was what's very close to 187.50, which is a mark. Apple options work at $2.50 increments. So 187.50 to 190, 192.50 to 195. What ends up happening is it hits that point, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get there. 30 cents, I'll take them. I'll take the risk. And then today it moved up, and I had called some great calls about how the two lines are going to come together. They're going to put a squeeze on them, and then the blue is going to come up, which is the 20-day, is going to come up and lift it up into 3 o'clock for the rest of the day. It was a fantastic call. A lot of people thanked me for it. Some people even jumped in and did the same thing because they thought it looked good. There was good analysis there. It was going as planned for me, so they figured, hey, you know, let's keep moving in that direction, see if it works for us too. And I love when people do that, because then, of course, me and you make money together, and there's nothing, let me tell you, there's nothing better than that besides everything that has to do with your kids. Everything with your kids and wife is better than that. But besides that, there's nothing better than making money with friends. And so it did. It went throughout the end of the day, and then people said, well, why didn't you sell? You were up 66%. And I said, that's why. Because I did the math. If you buy it at 30 and it went to 50, that leaves, you know, that's 20%, right? That's a 20-cent gain. So let's take a look. Let's find out the hard way from Siri herself. Hey, Siri, what is 20 divided by 30?
The answer is about 0.6666. See,
and I believe in God. I have a higher power. I choose to call my higher power God. And so, yeah, I was like, dang, man, that's not a good number. So let's hang out and see if we can get the old big 777 tomorrow. And I don't mean 0.777%. I mean 777%. We want to see Apple open at 194.60. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's what I'm hoping for, baby. I could get thrashed, lose all my stuff, and you'll be able to laugh at my face. All right, let's take a look. Next one, AVEO. AVEO, A-V-E-O. Oh, my God, A-V-E-O. You guys got fucking T. I cannot believe you guys let them tee off on you like that. That is a damn shame. I had warned you guys. Oh, I had warned you guys. I didn't warn you about that, but there's some people that were closer to me, I had warned them about the way this thing moves. I played it the other day, and I played it 3 times in like the last hour and 20 minutes. The reason why I did it, because of the way it moves. It wants to go back to its 200-day line. If you look at the 5-day, I posted a picture at the end of the day. You could take a look at it on StockTwits, or I'll post it here in the video, of course. But it shows you where it goes back like 5 times to the pink line. It doesn't go all the way down and touch it, but it goes back to it like it wants to go back to it. That's the game they play. 5 times, and now 6 times in 5 days. Today was the 6th time at the end of the day. They took it right to the 200-day. It was just, I knew it was going to happen when someone mentioned on StockTwits there's 180,000 on the ask and after hours on AVEO. When somebody said that, I said they're going to drop this bitch. Limit to market, the worst. Oh God, they're the worst. Stop loss breaking sons of bitches. Those institutions, they know what they're doing. They put that limit to market as soon as it hits 128, and anybody's willing to buy 100 shares. Oh, you just buy 2 shares from 128. You could literally buy 1 fucking share. As soon as you buy 1 share at 128, everything else they have set to sale goes to market, whatever it is, and it's just whoosh. And they're there, of course, at the bottom picking it up. So I felt bad for the new people. You got your heads cracked bad on that one. I love you guys. You got to be careful. You got to follow my charting. Here, let's real quick, in case you don't know how. We'll do a quick screen capture of this too. Hopefully it'll help you. Any stock, for instance, we'll go to Apple. Look at Apple stock. When you open the stock, you go to the chart. Click the chart tab. On the chart tab, there's a little gear. Click the gear and then go to indicators. There's a lower chart and an upper chart. You want to go to the upper chart, and then there's all these options. I have the EMA and the SMA at the same time. EMA works really good for a lot of stuff that doesn't even have long-term charts. So then you have the SMA. You go into SMA. There's a little like I in there, like an I for information or input, and then you 20, 50, 200. Line 120, line 250, line 3, 200. That's your 20, 50, 200. Have that. If you have that, you will see what I'm talking about, and you'll watch me do stuff and you'll go, okay, I think I could do that too. You know, you'll learn how to go from time frame to time frame, 1 day, 5 day, 30 day, so on. You'll be able to do that. Some people work in different. They work in 9 days and 24 days. They work differently. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be the way I do it. I do the most fundamental one. I choose to. I think it's the most successful. So looking at that, AVEO, it may keep moving. It had some good news. There was a death. I didn't like what Kevin Walcott did in the way post. Oh, 1 death and this and that, and then it drops a little further. I don't know. I don't believe in doing shit like that. I mean, yes, there was a death, but the way you post it is like it's the end of the world. You have no idea why that guy died. It happened with SPHS, so Furus. No one knew why the guy died. They had that for cell adhesion. It was like ablated cells. It could slice like cancer cells in half or something like that. And it ended up, and just let the stuff leak or something like that. And then somebody died, and then it crashed like that morning, but like went right back up and like ended the day even higher. I was there when that happened. I bought into that right away and was like, no. Nobody knows why this guy died. Nobody knows. And by the way, it wasn't because of the drug. He had like something else, like a cardiac arrest from being, you know, something else, like overweight or who knows what it was, but it had nothing to do with Safiris' drug. All right. I'm out of Sealos, by the way, SEEL. I ended up getting out after hours on Friday. It was my fault that I ever got into it. I even said the day before I won't get in until it hits this line. That line was 325. On Friday, it went to 323. I would have got the 323, bounced to 343 and been out. Instead, in at 340, went to 362, should have been out. But I never went to sleep because I was busy making videos, and that's what I get. So I took my loss. It was 337 and after hours. I took it. And I was grateful to get it, and then today it dropped. I was like, I'm happy I was out of it. Of course, it just sucked. I don't know. I should have never made that trade in the first place because I was so tired and I just needed to go to sleep, and that's what I get. Like any loss I get, if you actually look back why I got the loss, the majority of the time is because I forced something I didn't want to do. If you only stick to your plan, you do way less trades, but way more of them are successful. So you'll do about like 20% of the amount of trades you do now. But of the 20% that you'll do, like 80% will be successful. If you average that out over time, that means you're way more fucking successful. And you're spending less time doing it. You can actually just set alerts in your phone, and your alerts will tell you when shit reaches and go, I said if it reached here, I would trade that. Look at the chart. If it's like, okay, that's the number and it's on the lines, trade the damn chart. You said you would do it. It was a goal you set. Stick by your goal. Sell your plan. And you almost always do better. And what I mean by that is, you almost always do better, and the better that you do means you're profitable compared to your losses that you'll take a lot more often. All right. Last but not least, TROV. I want to say this. AMDA. AMDA is halted in after hours. They got some news. Forgive me, ADMA. ADMA got halted in after hours. It looks like there was, the shares halted ahead of April 2nd, which is tomorrow, PDUFA date for the drug RI002. I don't know anything about this. Again, you guys know I only trade charts usually. So I hope you guys, I wish you luck. That's all we could do. I wish you luck. That's all we can do. You were halting after the chart was looking great too. Kept moving up. And I saw that the other day. A friend of mine asked me to take a look, and I was like, yeah, bro, 75%, exactly 75% returns both times from its dip. So it dipped up 75%, exactly 75%. It dipped down, back up, exactly 75%. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if it does it again. I was totally shocked that it was exactly 75% both times. Not 75.01, not 75.3. Exactly 75%. So I thought I was going to do it again. I was like, yeah, stay in it or buy it or do something because it looks great. And then he did it. He made money and then all of a sudden halted. So if that's bad news, it's going to be rough. It could be really rough. I hope you guys, I wish you luck. That's all I could do. All right, moving on to TROV. Bringing this one up because someone says to me after I called this, I said, look, guys, it wants to go back to its trend lines. Literally drops from the $5 range to the trend lines, touches the trend line, bounces a bit, and then, of course, continuation. It continues moving forward. That's what I said before, but I said continuation. Continuation does not mean a big bounce is going to take place. Like Apple today, that was a correct to the position continuation upwards throughout the day. That's what TROV was meant to do. You could tell it's not going to go boom, boom. It was too big of a, it was like this and then straight down. It's not going to go straight back up in another candle. That's not the way that works. It's like, boom, holy shit, I can't believe we made that much that fast. A lot of people sell, then it comes back down. A lot of people caught, so they go, I'm gonna hold it. And other people are like, well, it's down, so I'll buy some. And then other people start selling a little more, and then so on and so forth until it settles, which it did right there very fast. And then, of course, from there, it continued. But the guy said, why is it not going up right away? I said, that's why. I just answered your question here. That's why it didn't go up right away. Because a lot of the people there want to see it go back to the trend line first. Once it goes back to the trend line, everyone kind of looks at each other. Okay, so we're fair. This is a good price for everybody. We're not going to let this collapse anymore. Okay, you get the right set of people. All right, let's get this bitch going back up again. Now, you guys that lost, are you going to sell early just to get back some of you? You're going to hold for a while? So everyone's kind of testing this rise back up. And then, okay, the guys that bought at 520 are still holding at 5. So they're actually hoping to profit. All right, let's keep moving forward. And they went all the way into after hours back to 515. And that's the way that works. I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know every single thing, but I mean, that's pretty much how it works. Is it never goes boom, boom, like in the next candle when it's a pop and drop like that. It's like what it did, like it coned up and then it came back down, and then it went up a little bit and came back down. But what it is doing is continuing on the trend line all throughout the rest of the day into after hours, just walking up that trend line, which is a good sign. Yeah, that's a great sign for somebody that bought in at that dip, because you made quite a bit of money on that dip when it came back to the trend line. Hopefully you listened to me. And that's what I told him. I said, I told you that, not necessarily to make you money on the bounce, but to prevent you from buying high. If you go and buy at 5, well, you get 1,000 shares. But if you buy at, let's say, 440, which is where I told you on the trend line, you're going to get 1,136 shares. I made that number off the top of my head. I think that math is right. Hey, Siri, what is 5,000 divided by 4.40?
5,000 divided by 4.4 is about 1,136.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. I'm a beast. I'm a fucking beast. I just estimated the amount of shares you would get and was right on. There was like a 0.6 share. Anyways, that's it. I'm done. I'm ending it with that. Your boy's a beast. Apple options. Hope Apple goes to 194. Oh my God. If it goes to 194 tomorrow, we might pull the elusive 1,000% gainer. Can we do it? Can we pull the 1,000? It would have to go to 196. I got 195 calls. It'd have to go to about 196.77. It'd have to go about 196.77. I might pull 3 out of it there. Maybe not even there. They'd give me 3. That'd be 300 a contract. That I got at 30 cents range. 30 cents mostly, all of it. And then, yeah. That would be that'd be 1,000% gain. So let's see what happens. I might just run out of it tomorrow if it goes up. Just take it 200%. I'll be so happy. They're hard to get. The 1,000% gains are very elusive, and I've never got one before, so I want one. It's like the fucking big bass in your lake behind your house. All right? All right. That's bullshit. It's far more elusive even than that. I love you guys. You got it. LPTX, by the way, I'm still in it. Out of Cielos, like I said. Watching Malinta, MLNT, TBIO, up in after hours, TBIO. And then Sonesis, SNSS, watch it. Its chart looks a lot like Achieva. I mean, a lot like Achieva. TROV, by the way, LPTX's chart looks a lot like TROV, totally tangled up inside those lines. Very tight, and then all of a sudden TROV got any good news popped. That same thing will definitely happen to LPTX if anything comes out good. Let's hope it does. And Sessin Bio, which of course is me and that thing have history, so I'm not even going to get into it here. Peace, I love you.